Hi guys, this is Anna. Today I am doing my May wrap-up and kind of what I'm currently reading, what I would hope to be reading in June, TBR type of thing. So let's get started. Okay, so this month I only read 3 books, which was a lot less than I had originally planned on reading, but I was working almost full-time, plus being in school, and it just didn't equal out to having enough time to read as much as I wanted to, but I did get to some books that I'd really looked forward to reading, so that was awesome. The first book that I read this month was The Winter's Curse by Marie Rutowski. It's a story about a girl named Kestrel who is from kind of a conquering nation, and they have just conquered a city, a nation, about 10 years before. And it starts off with her buying a slave and how they progress to be kind of falling in love and all the things that occur afterwards. And it was a very good, fascinating read. I really enjoyed it. I felt slightly disconnected from the characters in the world. I'm not sure why. It just didn't completely grip my heart and emotions, but I was very invested in it and wanted to know the outcome, and I can't wait to read the second book. I think I'm getting it out from the library. Overall, a very fantastic start to what could turn out to be a great series. Wonderful book. Definitely will be reading the rest of them. The second book that I read this month was in Ember and the Ashes by Sabaa Tahir. I freaking adored this book. I mean, it is probably up there as one of the best books I've read all year, and probably one of the best books that I read even last year. Oh, I'd planned on reading it, and then it was the Book Explosion Book of the Month, so I was like, alright, I'm going to get to it. I'm going to read it, got it out from the library after being on hold. It is a parallel perspective between a guy and a girl in 2 totally different ways of life and how they kind of intermerge, and it has some of the greatest character growth and development that I've ever read. A fantastic book, fantastic world, incredible characters that I loved the book so much that I was thinking about the book while at work, and the characters and what was happening and how intense it was. It didn't shy away from nitty-gritty things, very horrific things, but it did it in a way that wasn't like shock value factor, but more of this is a reality of people in this world and what they go through. It touched on the mythology that I know we're going to be getting more of later, which I'm really excited for, because it kind of gives you like a peek of it and a taste, but not a full experience with it. So I'm so excited. The day that I finished it, I was writing my review, and I'd finished writing my review, closed it, looked up if they were going to be writing a sequel, and 2 hours before I wrote my review, they announced they are, which I was like, yes, please write a sequel, please, I need to read. I need to know what happens in the rest of the series, because I need to know. It was that good. I'm definitely planning on buying this book, and this was just, read it, people, it's really good. So the third book that I read this month was the Iron's Prophecy in the Iron Queen series, Iron Fae series actually, by Julie Kagawa. I got the entire Iron Legends book out, and I was going to read Winter's Passage and Summer's Crossing, but the rest of it has like survival guide to the Never Never and character biographies and stuff like that, which, while very interesting, I didn't feel up to reading the entire thing, so I ended up just reading Iron's Prophecy, which was amazing. I could read a million series with these characters, with Ash and Megan and Puck. I own the first 3, and I'm hoping to buy the Iron Knight soon. If anyone hasn't read these series, I highly recommend them. The first one, it doesn't get off to a rocky start, but it really starts to develop characters and relationships, especially in the second book on. Fantastic series, a nice play on fairies and characters from Midsummer Night's Dream and stuff like that. So, excellent book series. Julie Kagawa is one of my favorite authors. She's just incredible writing, excellent characters, and great development, and all of that stuff. So I highly recommend this series. Go pick it up. It's great. So those are the books that I read this month. And currently I am reading A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. Really good. Enjoying it so far. Not that far into it, but great book. I'm enjoying the writing and the fairy tale telling and all of that. So it's unique and amazing, and I love the Throne of Glass series, so I'm expecting really big things. The next book that I am reading is Rites of Passage by Joy and Hensley. I haven't seen this really at all around the booktube community, but it's about a girl that goes to a military boarding school that had only accepted male students up to this point, and she's one of the first 5 that gets accepted in. She's also from a military family, and just about the trials that she goes through at the school, the sexism that happens, and tons of other things. But she's really amazing. The character Sam is really amazing, and she's really kick butt, and she is right up there with the boys, doing everything they can do. So I'm really enjoying this read. I highly recommend people to pick it up. The third book that I've been reading is The Sea of Monsters by Rick Riordan. It's the second book in the Percy Jackson and the Olympian series. I don't know why it's been taking me so long to read it. I've been reading it, I think, for almost 2 months. It's only 288 pages, but I occasionally feel that the series is a little juvenile at this point, so it can be a little tricky for me to get through, but I am enjoying the book, and I plan on finishing it very soon. The fourth book that I have been reading is Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, the second book in the Harry Potter book series by J.K. Rowling. I picked up this series a couple years ago and only read the first 2, not because I didn't want to continue it, but just there are other reasons surrounding why I didn't. But because it was several years ago, I knew that I needed to go back and reread the first 2 books to just remember what happened in the story. So I've been rereading through it. It's been taking me a little bit of a while just because I've been reading other books that are all out from the library. This one I'm borrowing from a friend. So I always feel like the books from the library have to take the main priority so I can get them down and get them back. And then I continue to get books out from the library, so it's like, shoot, this is a bad trend. Sometimes my problem with at least the very beginning Harry Potter books, I guess, is that again it's kind of juvenile and childish. Not in a bad way. They're amazing and fantastic, but you know, sometimes it can be a little slow going. And at the beginning of the month, I've been reading both of these books at the same time, and I was like, okay, I need something that's a little bit more gritty and intense. That's why I picked up The Winners. Very sorry. As a book to read, just because I needed a little bit of a break from where both the Harry Potter and the Percy Jackson series were at this point. But love the Harry Potter series. I want to finish them very soon once I get through this. So thank you guys for watching my video, and subscribe. This week, the first week in June is going to be my week to upload videos. The second week in June will be Camilla's week. And then the third week we will be uploading videos where we're both together in them. And then it will start the trend again of the week after that will be my week. The week after that will be Camilla's. And then the third week we'll be collaborating on the videos. Alright, thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, comment if if you've read any of these books, what you thought about them. If you have a May wrap-up and June TBR video or anything like that, post it down below and we'll check it out. Thank you.